Hi,
Hi,
people, and welcome back to
just
Just Echoes, Echoes,
echoes.
Echoes. My
Look at
God,
my
you
voice.
have a
God. I
terrible
need to meet
voice.
Don Jazzy. You see, there are 101 reasons why I need to meet Don Jazzy. But ladies and
I think he
gentlemen,
would teach you how to use your
he's
voice.
going to give me a good practice time to improve my voice now.
Okay.
My tone. You don't know I have auto. I'm
You
an
have
auto
what?
singer.
You're an alto singer.
Mm.
Really? I'm
Chill.
an alto singer.
That means I can sing better than you.
Try. Just sing Twinkle Twinkle
Under
Little
my
Star.
umbrella, Ella, eh, eh, eh. You take it up. Eh.
God help me.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video. How are you doing, my dear?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right.
Nice.
Okay.
So,
Where are we today?
today's video is pretty much about our job history, right? Because we were talking a wee while.
I was gisting you.
Actually, yeah, you were just telling me about one of your job experiences, like what you had experienced in your job, which was pretty interesting. And I was like, oh, let's talk about this in a podcast.
Okay.
So,
I mean, let me add context. Right? Just add context. Right? We both came in as students. And if you come
Right.
into the UK as a student, you're only allowed to work 20 hours a week. So, and once you have that restrictions, you're only limited to, what you can get. So, hence why these are the jobs we have done as students. But once you're out of that box of 20 hours per week, when you're out of that box of 20 hours per week, then
you're free to soar.
you are free to soar. So, so let's start with you. You came into the UK first. So, what was your first job?
My first job was at university, at uni, as we say. And it was a catering job. So it was at the University Student Union.
SUG, yeah. Sorry.
SUG.
Student Union, yeah. SU, the G, I don't know what. Government, okay, yeah. Same
Oh,
thing.
well, ours was called DUSA, so Dundee University Student Association. Yeah, I went to the University of Dundee, Scotland. So that was my very first job. I was at that for probably up to 2 years or so, thereabout. And then the next job I had was a sales assistant or a sales consultant or something like that. It was at Debenhams in Dundee. And then when I eventually moved to Edinburgh, it was, who was it again? It was pretty much the same job, yeah, but because I worked with an agency, I could be posted to like different stores. So started off at, I think it was an M&S or something like that. It's closed down now, but I ended up at Harvey Nichols and then did that for a couple of years before I became a business analyst, and that's what I do now.
Fantastic. For the people that don't know what Debenham is, right? Can you just add context?
Oh, Debenhams is kind of like
The
a
superstore.
high-end department store. So you sell like perfumes, clothings, appliances, tech, tech stuff. I worked more in the perfume department, so I worked with fragrance
Okay.
throughout.
And Harvey Nichols, same thing.
Harvey Nichols, same thing. Harvey Nichols is just a higher end, so that's where you get your designer stuff, your Gucci's, your Versace's, your all of that.
Yeah.
So that was pretty much what I did. That's my
Okay.
history.
I mean, when you do undergrad, right, are you able to work off campus or you are only allowed to work on campus?
You can work off campus.
Oh,
People
okay.
do like restaurant jobs. One of my closest friends, she worked in restaurants like as a waitress.
Yeah. And how much are you paid? Minimum wage?
Yeah,
Most times.
pretty much. Wasn't it? So through the agency, it felt like more because we were paid per hour, and then I think sometimes we also got like bonuses, and then there was like
Sales bonus,
sales bonus, and just bonuses in terms of maybe working holidays or stuff
Yeah,
like
I
that.
think that's standard.
That's more,
that's
that's
very standard.
standard. But then they
Okay.
also had promos, so sometimes you get bonuses for doing a certain number of hours, a certain week or so. But yeah, it was minimum wage. Same with the catering job. It was minimum wage. I worked more night shifts because at uni it was really flexible for students. So during the day I'd go to class and then I'd do like night shifts because our
So-
union was a club at night or whatever.
So were you cooking or you just washing plates?
I wasn't washing plates. I mean, I did run the dishwasher. I could. It was just burgers, hot dogs, fries. So you're just like deep frying the things or warm, like just frying it and then serving it. I did more of the sales bit of it. So I would like put the burger together, put the hot dog together, and then sell it.
Okay.
So it wasn't anything.
So what was like
crazy.
the most interesting part, the most interesting thing about the jobs? Like what did you miss?
I don't know. I think I enjoyed that it was at a student union I worked at. So I mean, I was in the atmosphere of students and working with other students and older students also kind of exposed me to other opportunities and other things, which is not really part of this conversation. But it was fun. I mean, at nights, working in that atmosphere where people are like clubbing, you're seeing all the drunk people, you're laughing at them, you're...
Can imagine. And these people can drunk, they can drink stupidly.
to stupor, like honestly. And I think that was like the most interesting thing. And we had like downtime. You could just, it wasn't a very strict working environment. So, you know, my manager wasn't crazy strict. We could just, after work, I could take food home. You know, it was just calm. The Harvey Nichols one or the Debenhams one, the next one it was also like a calm working environment, but depending on the manager I had, it was either very like meet your targets or I'm going to guide you through the process because I didn't have any sales experience.
Yeah.
I got the job through a connect. Like my friend kind of referred me to the job and that's how I got the job. So I was pretty much learning on the job. I was learning how to market things. I had to learn about the notes in perfumes and how to sell them and all those things. So at first it felt a bit like, oh my God, what did I put myself into? But then eventually got used to it and
So
I learned a lot.
What about Harvey Nichols?
Oh, that was the best one.
Cheers.
Because I already had, I met like some of my best colleagues there. Up to today, we talk.
Give them a shout out.
Shout out to Mandy. Shout out to Nikki. Shout out to Kara. Shout out to Finn. And it was like a family. Like I started off doing like, you know, agency workers are come and go, right? So it's easy for people to come in and just be in the dark. But for some reason, Mandy, who was my manager, she somehow just picked up an interest in me and she thought I could, you know, scale up in the job. So she took me under her wing. She taught me, oh my God, she taught me everything she knew about perfumes. I mean, she was the manager for Creed and MFK. So, I mean, I'm working with like these gang brands and I looked at the look. I learned everything I could. I made a lot of sales.
Imagine.
It was really, really good. The atmosphere during downtime would just be gisting, talking.
I think at some point they wanted to make you perm.
Yeah, at some point because they had a vacancy and they wanted to give me the position like full time. And I was this close to actually like just taking it. But then I was like, well, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I'm not really like the standing and the selling and everything. It was just like, yeah. Plus, they weren't going to be able to like sponsor me. I mean, I know the store in London had the ability to sponsor, but I didn't want to like move to London because of a fragrance job. So I had other plans. I mean, I studied engineering, so I had plans to either get an engineering job or do something in tech. So
okay, now I want you to do something. I recommend for the ladies that are watching, recommend the perfume. An everyday perfume. Just recommend something.
An everyday perfume. Well, obviously, it depends on what they like.
Here we go.
It always boils down to that. It always boils down to preference. I can recommend something floral to someone, and they might hate it because they don't like floral.
Recommend
scents.
what you like, just what you like. Most times you recommend what you like for an everyday perfume.
So personally, I like sweet, strong scents.
One recommendation.
But I also like musky, like woody scents. So it depends. Okay, everyday perfume. Everyday perfume. Okay. Toffee.
5.
Okay, I'm going to recommend one
4.
from MFK and one from Creed.
No, just one. 1. 5.
Okay.
4. 3.
Wait, now I need to think.
2. The more you think.
I need to think because. Okay, I will recommend Melasim Imperial from Creed.
Okay.
Why? Because it has one of those scents that most people would like to get. It's not heavily woody, it's not heavily floral, it's not heavily musky. It's a scent that most people would smell it and be like, oh my God, I like this. And it's unisex as well. So
Say it again. I never heard that from you.
Melasim Imperial, the gold bottle.
Okay.
Creed.
Do you remember the price? You used to know the prices of all these things before.
Yeah, but all the prices have changed now because everything has increased. But
That's
at the
true,
time, a
that's
50
true.
mil was 175 and 100 mil was 210,
Chee.
I believe.
Genius.
If I'm correct.
Genius.
This is in pounds, by the way. So,
Okay.
that was at the time.
All right, that's good to know. Now you work as a business analyst. Okay, so I think it's my turn now.
Yes, it's your turn.
For me, I came in as a master student, so the journey is different, right? So once you come in as a master student, you know it's all grind, no play, no partying. It's all about the hustle.
Hustle bustle.
My first job, right, when I came in, I was in Glasgow. My first job was a security job
In Glasgow?
in Glasgow.
How was it like meeting Glaswegians and understanding their accents?
I mean, I was actually very shocked, right? Because once you're coming to the UK, you're thinking you want to come and hear Queen's English everywhere, but when you're now coming to Scotland and you're hearing the accent, like, oh, okay, am I in the right?
You're
What's
right,
happening
mate.
here? Right?
I don't know if I got that, but whatever. Let's go.
So my first job was a security job. I think I did that for like 3 days. It was like they were building a new like student accommodation. So they just needed to signpost people to
Right,
like different entrances. So it wasn't like a like serious thing. I was just sitting down. And of course, first time doing security, I remember that they did a fire alarm drill, and I was the only person in the building. I didn't know what to do.
Well, you didn't leave. You didn't go to the fire meeting point.
I was shaking.
That's how you know a real JJC.
That's how you know JJC, right? So, but I did it for like 3 days. Shout out to Anthony, shout out to Nedu. We did it together. They give you their vest and you just stay one place. And you know you're so excited to receive your first paycheck. Oh yeah. And it was like a 9 to 7, like an all day. Oh, putting a lot of shift.
Yeah.
So that was my first job. Then I moved to Edinburgh. When I moved to Edinburgh, I was like, okay, school has started. I need to do something. That was where I met Toyosi. Shout out to Toyosi, 100 times 100. Shout out to Toyosi. So, and once you go to the UK as a matured person, you're looking for something that's consistent. So I was looking for like a care job. But before then, I did a cleaning job. I know I've never told you this. I did a cleaning job for like 2 days, 2-3 days.
Where? You did a
In
cleaning
Edinburgh,
job?
yeah. I covered to somebody.
Like, where were you cleaning? Sorry.
I was cleaning a museum. You know those Edinburgh museum? Massive museum.
Yeah.
Jesus. It was like a 3-hour shift. So at the end of the day, I think 7 to 9 or 6 to 10, something like that.
Yeah.
Go and clean, my dear. That cleaning was difficult. They want you to clean the toilets like you are oh my God. You know the museum now, they preserve this.
It has to be like, sparkling.
You finish cleaning, even the toilet, I could not pee inside. I was scared to pee inside the toilet because it was too
Guys,
clean.
it was
And the worst part was it wasn't dirty. Like it wasn't like, museum now, it wasn't dirty.
Oh, right.
Right. So it wasn't like it wasn't a smelly place. Everything was neat. I was like, is this what I'm supposed to clean? This is already looking clean. But like you paid attention.
That's even
to
an
all.
easy job now. You
Yeah,
don't
it
have
was.
to do too
But
much.
they stressed me in terms of clean there, clean that corner, touch that. It was necessary.
Yeah.
So
It's preservation.
And when you're cleaning a place that is not dirty, it feels like it's more work. What am I cleaning here, right? So that was like,
maybe you just couldn't see the dirt. I mean,
no, it wasn't dirty. But yes, that was like maybe I'm just lazy. And
that's what I'm saying.
angle.
Yeah, you are actually lazy. Like you are lazy. You are lazy.
So that's like my second job, but that was like a 3-day job.
Okay, so now you've mentioned 2 very brief jobs you
Two
did.
very brief, right? So this is like my first 1 month in the UK. Hustle.
Yeah.
I don't come. Where's the money? Right, so I now got Toyosi as a friend. I was like, okay, Toyosi, you need to do your magic. So because Toyosi was here before me. So Toyosi was now talking to our manager. Calm down. Be fast now. You need to start making money now,
You know, I always tell you this, that you're very impatient.
No, I'm not impatient. I'm just very. I like to
I
be done
mean,
quickly.
Yeah, I know there's one thing doing things quickly, and there's another thing being impatient.
There's
I feel like you are actually like
no, things can move faster than
like the persistence sometimes.
things
It's just
can
like,
move faster.
guy, relax.
No, things can move faster.
Take
Most people
time.
are very slow. Yes. So now let me
Very
continue.
slow to compared to.
Yes, because life is fast paced. What I'm chasing
That's
is
not that fast paced.
it is
not that
now.
It ain't that.
Shout out to Toyosi. So Toyosi now got me a support job, right? So a support job. That was what I did for like 2 years plus, right? So that was like my main job. But when I was doing support, I was still doing some other things. For example, during Christmas, you do event jobs. You know, that Christmas New Year period. You know, so yeah, events came in once in a while, but support was the main job I did with one agency, with 2-3 agencies. But my one was the main one for like a long time, and so yeah, that was it. Good money, at least at that time, good money, a lot of experiences, a lot of ups and downs.
And there were enough shifts for you, right? So what was that like?
Luckily for us, right, we had enough shifts, right? Luckily for us, and shout out to my boss then, right? So it was really, in a way, he prioritized us. Oh, students, let's give them enough shifts. So and we were really ready to work our asses out. So
Yeah.
So yeah, it was that. I mean, support was my main job, and I did it for a long time, and it was good. Sometimes I miss that period, that phase of life, you know. And
Like, what do you miss about it?
I just miss, waking up 6 o'clock, going to help people. I think I miss the relationship I built with people, with your service users. Or maybe that phase of life, right? I just miss that phase of life where at the end of the week you get your paycheck, you be like, yeah, £350. I did it, right? So, so yeah, hustling for shifts, traveling 1 hour to go and do shifts. So, but right now we're in tech.
Things
but yeah,
have changed.
Things have changed. So I did event jobs as well. Christmas, Barry and I. So yeah.
Okay, so like. You're saying that.
So I mentioned cleaning, I mentioned security, I mentioned support, and I mentioned events. Events, i.e., catering, working in the kitchen, working as waiters, waiting and everything. So, but they were really, really, really short.
Yeah, I got that. Thank you.
I'm just explaining to the viewers now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask you.
You're rude.
So I was going to ask you. So are you telling me that you enjoyed working as a support worker?
Yeah, it was good because sometimes it's very easy working as a support worker.
So what is one highlight from your experience?
Highlight one.
5.
Let
one
me give you 5
highlight.
highlights. First of all,
one highlight.
When I was doing support,
hello.
2 of my clients died.
Okay.
2 of myself. In fact, 3.
Is that a highlight?
It's not a highlight. What was a highlight?
I meant like, happy.
What is happy about doing in support work? What do you want to be happy about? I enjoyed that phase of my life.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. It's your highlights. So I give us your highlights.
Support work
apologies.
Highlight is I lost 3 of my clients. These 3 people, if you combine them a week, they give me more than 30 hours. Right?
A week.
Yeah. Right? So, but one that really pained me the most was one of the guys we call him Doggy. Right?
As in doggy style.
No, not doggy style. Yeah, rude though. We call him Doggy. So he was an alcoholic. When I started working with him, really bad. He would sit, shit, eat in the same place, like bad. Right?
So are you the one that brought him back to life?
Trust me, right? Personally, I improved Doggy. To the point where Doggy was talking. Doggy was, he was walking.
Really?
In fact, yes. Because you can easily spend 4 hours with Doggy in a day. Remember, he lives in a service center, in a service apartment where people take care of them, but you are just going there maybe morning, clean the place, afternoon clean the place, night clean the place. So I brought Doggy back to life in the sense that he was okay, he was dressed, he was even coming down. Sometimes before I started working with Doggy, 6 months he hasn't been downstairs.
Wow.
But now he was even walking downstairs, but he was still drinking. But we've built a relationship over time. When I go into his room, I'll say, Doggy, Doggy, Doggy. He will say, Emmanuel. He will return it. Right? So energy. He will say he wants to order pizza, let me eat, blah, 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 blah.
That was your catchphrase.
Nice relationship. But on this particular day, I wasn't working. I did training, and once you do training, you get paid.
Yeah.
But for some reason, my boss just said, okay, walk past and say hi to doggy, check his room, and just 1 hour just when I entered his room, boom, me na energy. Or like doggy, 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 doggy. It was lying on the floor, which was not unusual, right? I opened the window for fresh air, trying to put one or two things together. I said, doggy, doggy, doggy. This guy was not responding. Doggy. And now...
Like, yeah, tapped him or something.
Nothing. I don't know how to do CPR. I don't know how to do first aid, anything.
You don't have
I don't
first
have
aid
any experience.
skills.
We used to do those training, but I've never practiced. I've never done it.
Yeah.
There's usually an emergency button. I just click on it. Dog is not responding. The guy just rushed upstairs. Just started doing CPR. Call an ambulance. Call an ambulance. I went downstairs. I told the manager, please call an ambulance.
I can just imagine you panicking.
Oh, panic mode, 100. So they now called that before 3 minutes, an ambulance came. The toy shed. The way they put all those patches,
Right, yeah.
Ping, 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 ping,
For
ping, ping, ping.
sensors and stuff.
The next thing I heard was time of death 40. I just started crying.
Oh.
Now it's not wedding. I can't cry. I can't cry on my wedding day. I just started crying.
Oh. Okay, I feel
just-
for you.
I just started crying.
That's sad.
So the manager was not like, oh, don't cry, blah 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 blah.
Were they petting you? Were they
They're petting
petting
me
your
now
back
because
like,
I've been one that was I've been one taking care of him.
Aww.
I cried. So they now say I have
Were
to
we
wake up.
dating when this happened?
No,
Oh, it was way before.
way before. So they now said police reports. I said police. The Nigerian enemy came outside. Though. Police. What will I say? No, they were like,
You think
because,
he's sus?
because exactly because I was the first thing that I saw him. I write a report and
Yeah.
ask basic questions. When I was going home, man, I was, my dear.
You were so sad, weren't you?
No, I wasn't sad. I was crying. I was shedding tears like a baby,
Oh.
like a groom that used to always cry already. When I got home, man, I entered the shower. I was not giving myself reasons to cry. Pressure of life.
Like in the movies, when you turn on the shower to obscure your crying, shaking in the shower.
I cried. As in I cried for doggy. I cried for doggy. Right? So yeah, that's that. So another person died again. We call him K.
I said one highlight.
K died. One other junkie self died.
May they rest in peace, by the way.
Right? So it was just really good.
I said, may they rest in peace.
Amen. No. If they like, they should not rest in peace. Amen. Amen. I try for them now. Well, they like, they should not rest in peace. It was my own. So
Okay.
so that's that, man. It was good. But
Yeah.
right now, when you look back, all these times, all these moments, right? They if you think about it, they shaped who we are
Shaped
today.
you.
They shaped who we are today, right? So
Any lessons learned?
life is short. Yes, now life is short now.
Yeah.
I think one lesson I learned when I was doing support is there's a younger version of you that is actually there's an older version of you that is begging the younger version of you to make right decisions.
Wait, say that
I'll
again.
say that again because it's either
Talk.
there's an older
There's
you
an older you
that is begging
that
the
is
younger
begging the
you
younger you.
to make right decisions.
Okay.
Because if you don't make the
So-
right decision as a young person, it's going to affect the older you.
Yes.
Because when you see these people who care for, you'll be like, what were they doing when they were in their 30s, in their 35, in their 40s? What were they doing? Some people are 30-something years old that will go and used to care for. 30-something years old is a drunk and an alcoholic, and the guy will be giving you 6 hours every day. Do you know what that means? Right? So, when you do support, when you do care, just realize that sometimes I'm even scared of old age. I don't want to get old because we're like, damn, if you see, you know. So,
I mean, most of these people that you care for as well, they may not even like have families that can actually care for them. Plus, most of them end up in that situation because they actually did not take care of themselves.
exactly.
When
And
they were
that's why I
younger.
say there's an
There
older you that
shouldn't-
is.
I don't think you should be scared of old age.
So me, I will, by the grace of God, use my young age very well now, so that
Yes.
the older me will not say
You'll not regret
you're a bumble
anything.
clad.
And
You know.
you definitely have children and children's
By the
children
grace of
to
God.
take care of you as well.
So
Amen.
support, care, everything. We did everything, and by the grace of God, we're here now.
That's nice. So we don't have any similar work history.
You're not hustling now. You're not on the street now. You're doing paper now.
Peperimpe.
You're doing paper now.
I'm not a street girl now.
Exactly. So, but now once you live the student life, and you have opened up your visa, you have more options, so you don't have to do support or care anymore, right? So most times you do these jobs because you're restricted. If anybody wants to know the number one job to do if you are a student, please, is support or care, because it will give you enough hours. All these catering, all these agents, they won't give you hours. So start looking for a support or a care job as a student. Then start preparing for your life after school. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have learned one or two things. Now, I hand over to Ezichi to close the video.
So you're just asking me to do closing remarks.
Yes, now.
Why?
Do it
Give
now.
me one good reason.
Because I said so.
Oh, sorry.
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 I'm your husband, though.
Not yet.
Knee down.
Wow. This is how you bully me. Okay. All right, no problem. Okay, people.
Chee.
I hope
First of all, remember that our goal is to have 1,000 subscribers.
Yes, we
this
have
year.
that goal.
So
That's
please, if you have not
true.
subscribed, please subscribe.
Like, share, comment, do what
You need to
do everything. Tell a friend. Let us know what you like us to talk about, and we'll do that.
I'll see you in the next video.
Chee. Peace.
Oh.